Welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode. Yeah. Welcome back. Happy Friday. For us. For us.
Hi.
And Obi wants to come make an appearance here.
Yes, he almost did. Almost made an appearance.
Yeah, I had this mystery thing I wanted to open up, but let's go ahead and get started with the episode. We'll save this for the live.
Oh, okay.
Live.
You got a t-shirt?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery?
Just
but
kidding.
it says
It is a
t-shirts.
t-shirt.
I was going to say.
It's a mystery t-shirt. We'll open this later.
For those watching,
Yes.
it's a t-shirt.
I'm showing it off. It's a white bag.
That's really racist. But anyway.
Here we go. Can't escape
go.
it. It's on the horror
Here we
websites.
go.
It's on everything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to do the live. Anyways, back to everyday life, which involves fucking... Not today, Satan!
I heard this shop is MAGA. I'm not going to shop there anymore.
Whatever. Do whatever your heart desires. You're going to be...
Can you imagine being that consumed with...
No.
With absolute hate that you... I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm exhausted from it.
I don't get it.
And I'm going to be playing with my mic right now. Sorry, guys. You might hear it.
What are you doing?
I'm putting it on here. Okay. Because it keeps falling from my shirt.
You need to wear glasses. Just hang from your glasses like Cody.
Yeah, and then I won't see your face.
They don't need to see my face.
I will see your face.
You
And
don't.
I have to read your facial expressions.
Lion
See?
face. Ah! Lemon
Constipated.
face. Lion face. Ah! Lemon face.
Anyways, welcome back to another episode. There's been a lot going on. Not gonna lie. Brian and I have been going through it with work.
You especially.
I just thought it was funny when we met up for dinner. We matched, our stories matched, man, with these fucking coworkers. And Janet is talking shit about me again. My coworker took a photo of the instant messenger that we use for work. My name was mentioned. I just want to be left alone. I just want to work, Brian. I go to work. That's it. And apparently that means I'm an asshole if I show up to work and just go to work.
What do you mean you want to do your job? And if you do it right,
I know, right?
You do well.
I'm doing it wrong.
No,
I shouldn't want to do my
You're
job.
making them look bad.
I guess even though individual duties, we all are in charge of certain things. Like I can't make you look bad if I'm doing my job. Well, I guess, yeah. But it's not like her stuff. Anyways. My coworker ended up having a blowout with her.
Oh, really?
Totally blew up on her.
Oh, wow.
Not professionally, but then it got out of hand because Janet was throwing it back. And it made no sense, and my coworker was just like, I'm leaving. And so went to a manager's office there because our manager had left. And the manager was like, yeah, that's not okay. I'm gonna send you home so you can finish your shift, work from home. And I will talk to them because it's not just Janet, it's 2.0 now. 2.0 is the same exact replica of the person they got rid of. And, yeah, so, again, good employees get shit on. Finished last. Another fucking issue. I can't show up to work and not talk to anyone. If people come up to me and talk to me, I'm a problem because Janet's jealous that I don't talk to her. I just say, I'm very civil. Good morning. And then I just work. All day. I was on the phone yesterday in the morning for like 2 hours trying to figure stuff out. And then I just worked. I'm too busy to talk. I'm doing my job.
You need to talk and get on your messenger because she needs to find things that you're saying wrong so that she can say, look,
I don't even go on Messenger.
She does that. Look, how is she supposed to be a victim if you're not interacting with her?
Yeah, I know. And my boss had to send out a message before the other coworker blew up on her saying that Messenger is not your friend and there's no reason to be talking about your coworkers. We're all adults here. And I was like, how embarrassing. Like, the sheer embarrassment I felt
To think that you'd have to send that up. If I was a manager,
Right.
I'd be like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and basically said if this continues again, I will go to this individual and write them up. It'll be a verbal warning. I'm like, just get rid of these people. Get rid of these people. But that's what I'm dealing with. How about you?
Oh.
Oh, did you want me to just talk this whole episode?
I was waiting for like more details as far as this blow up. Were they yelling at each other? Or was it on Messenger?
No, it was in person
Okay.
because they were next to each other.
So they were yelling at each other.
And so the coworker that saw that message and brought it to the attention of the manager and said that I was being talked about, and so was she. Basically, Janet was upset because this coworker was helping her out with her work. Why are you upset if someone's helping you, right? Yeah. So, anyways, Janet's just a shit talker. She loves to talk. She loves to just be the center of attention. But if you're not giving her attention, what does that mean? I'm gonna cause issues because no one is paying attention to me.
I'm gonna force you to pay attention.
Yeah, so the amount of times that she walked up and down by me yesterday at my desk when I was in office, I don't know what you want. I was like, she was basically saying that I look at her stupid, like she's stupid when she asks me a question. And so I told my coworker, am I supposed to jump up and down and be like, you asked me a question, yay, I'm so happy.
No, because then she'd say that you're being too over the top and you're being ridiculous.
What I'm saying is,
you're mocking her.
I can't be professional and like,
no.
Hi, okay, oh, this is how you do it. Okay,
this is
any question? I always say, any questions, just ask us. We're here to help.
Yeah.
And apparently that means I think they're stupid, or I look at them stupid.
No,
so
there's nothing,
anything I do is an issue. I exist. I told my court I exist, and it's an issue.
Yeah.
So, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Like I said, anything that you do is just you have that. I have that. Someone that people that are just constantly looking to be a victim of something in the workplace so that they can get some special attention, or get catered to or coddled or. Oh, you poor thing. How can we make your existence and your employment better? I mean, I don't know what. And there's no pleasing them. Your boss could do whatever. Like this employee could have a list of demands that will make her life better, and she could follow them, and it still wouldn't. It would be a never-ending list of.
Yeah, you're right.
Of what I need to feel comfortable and confident, because
these people are never-ending.
No, because they're so used to just having something wrong in their lives. Mm-hmm. That they wouldn't know what to do if things just went smooth. They can't let it go smooth. It has to be broken. It has to be dysfunctional. They don't know how to exist otherwise, for whatever reason.
And I know you saw, because you messaged me. You're like, save some of that for the podcast.
Yeah.
I had it. It's not so much I had it. It's like it was build up. I was looking for a way how to present it, because I don't know if you realize, like in the video, I'm kind of like. I'm trying to understand what I'm trying to say and ask what I'm trying to ask these people, because it's just a constant struggle trying to understand this victimhood, or like people just socially. I mean, the fact that we go support some businesses or like some other podcasters and stuff, and they're just like, I'm like, how are you a podcaster if you can't be social? Hi, how are you? And you're like this. How are you a podcaster?
I know.
So, I don't know. I'm tired of it. I said I want to understand this behavior, because this is what humanity is becoming, and if this is the future, then I need to assimilate. I need to learn this, because
that's what we're becoming.
It's crazy. Like, I can't even go to a horror shop now without having to have people ask if they're left or right leaning. I think when I want to comment on that post is this rage bait?
It could
because it could very well be.
Well, like I said, when it's something like that, it's like I guarantee that person's never stepped.
So do you go to the grocery store?
That person's never stepped foot in that shop or any other shop. They saw a post somewhere, some way, and it just didn't align with their views. Rumor has it. No, there's no rumor. Somebody out there put it in their ear, because again, if it just means that they voted for the person you didn't. That's all it is. Yeah. Because they have a different set of values or core beliefs or something like that. And like, you can see my Facebook page. It's just nonstop now of, hey, why are we so upset?
Yeah.
All the stuff that's going on today It's been going on for a long time.
Forever.
But why are you now
Forever.
suddenly upset about it? And now switch to see what's going on that we should be worried about? How our nation is basically being taken over?
Yeah.
Maybe we should pay attention?
No. What are you talking about?
But
No. Look here. Look there.
But as far as coworker, I don't know what to. Like I said, that's why I said in one episode I was like, and you were like, wow, it was strange, kind of foreign to you. I was saying I was telling my mom about it. It's like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
What I need to do for the customers that come through, because we need them.
Yeah.
We need the sales, but I do not care about anything else.
Yeah, I think I've gotten to that point. There are times where I do get to that point, but it's, you know what was the cherry on top? And I literally said it just like this to my coworker. The way my manager responded to me showing an example of something being done incorrectly and no fucks were given by this employee. And the way the manager answered me saying, well, you know how it is. They're new. It takes time. And I'm like...
Always an excuse for them.
I didn't even respond. And I told my coworker, I said, that right there was a cherry on top. And I, therefore, will just come in, clock in, do my job, not chat anymore in the chat. If I'll, like, do a thumbs up, to acknowledge if my manager says something. If someone says something to me, thumbs up. I'm not doing anything else. And no extra work. If I'm doing my work, that's fine. But I don't ever offer to help because these two fucks take advantage of it. And they're manipulating everything, obviously.
Yeah. And
I'm glad we're not the only ones. I'm glad I'm not the only one because I told my coworker that. I was like, I'm glad you see it too. And then hearing what I heard about the other manager that had to step in, saying that he sees the production level is not up to standard. So it's not just us then. But again, I don't understand why we tolerate this. And that was kind of my spiel. Why do I have to tolerate people doing the social abnormalities? Because that to me is not... I even said at the end, be normal. Because I'm so tired of literally listening to people messaging me, texting me, reaching out to me, and then if I don't respond in a timely manner, it's a fucking issue. But the time I do respond, I'm left on scene or no reply back. If I reach out I don't reach out. I made it a rule. We've talked about this. I no longer reach out to people who if they want to hang out. You have to make the move and reach out to us, to me. I'm tired. I gave that up. Yeah. And I even said, what's wrong? Is there something wrong? Do you need someone to talk to? I'm like, I'm not the friend. No more. I'm not that friend anymore. Yeah. So it's just I don't understand why people behave like this. I think towards the end of the video, I was like realizing different scenarios. People are miserable. Constantly, I have said you can change your life. There's a lot of things in life to be happy about. One little inconvenience. So detached to it. We get so used to being separate. Yeah, and I said it's because everyone's on the fucking phone. This is why people are the way they are.
But even there, because I'm trying to grow, just myself and get engaged in the social media platform, and you see these people, and we've experienced it, That's why I don't add people on Facebook, because it's like, you're going to read my post and unfollow me, so what's the point of going through that process? And then, same thing in Instagram.
That's what I said.
Sometimes with Instagram, it's like, oh, I'm gonna like, but you never see that reciprocated, and it's like, these people never have time. Well, some do, but,
yeah,
especially
I wasn't
if you're trying to grow,
alienate those people.
Especially, it's like...
Just majority of the people are what we're discussing.
You're right, it's just like, there's just bland, no response. Well, I have a lot going on in my world.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, well then,
so you live in that world.
Especially with business accounts, it's like, okay, well then you don't need the support, obviously.
Yeah.
Because if you have a business like our Instagram for us, it's like, if somebody were to message us out of the blue, we would, oh, hey, get back or something. If somebody comments on something, you're going to comment back.
Yeah. Or like it at least.
If you were to post a video like our podcast and someone liked it, you'd be like, oh, cool, thanks. Thanks for listening.
It.
But, I don't know.
It's an ongoing thing. We're trying to understand, and I will never understand it, but I refuse to. I basically posed it as a question of, listen, fuckers, teach me how to be like this, because I can't function. And I think it all comes down to us being at a certain level as far as like being awake. And I thought I was really gonna come on here and be like, you guys are waking up, because it seems like everyone's on board on certain topics and people are realizing, oh my god, the government really isn't for us. Oh my god, they're hiding this. There's the deep state. There's all that. And I'm like, we've been talking about this for years, and finally I'm like, okay, people are finally waking up. Bravo, but then stupid shit. And I'm just like,
We'll give it time with that, even because the only reason why they're saying that right now is because of who it could possibly implicate.
It gets it.
It could implicate the guy they hate.
Everything.
But I'm just saying, in general, the Epstein stuff is what's kind of united both sides temporarily. Because I see it at least on the X account. Like, yeah, but as soon as it breaks back the other way and goes back to reality, well, they'll just stop again.
Yeah,
the reason why is because they're rooting for the main guy to fail.
Yeah, it's very hard. You have to be with like-minded people. I talk to anyone and everyone, all walks of life, but the point is that there is no talking anymore. It's just the blank stares, bots. I called everyone a bot. I said, teach me how to be a bot, because that's what it is. And when you do run into someone who's like actually social, and you're like, oh my god, and then all of a sudden, I get people have off days and whatnot, but reality is that most of these people are just fake, or they're just, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they're MK Ultra. I don't know, because I really would like to understand how it has taken over majority of interactions. Like the fact that my work life, there's like only a handful of people out of the entire building that we're in that I could say like, yeah, they're normal.
Yeah.
Socially. And I'm not trying to shame anyone who's antisocial or anything, but you can tell when someone's antisocial. They're very direct, or they're just like, okay, bye, or like, but these people is just, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with you,
I don't know, they're just miserable. Like the one in my work, he's just he's so miserable.
Put him in a glass box.
No, he's just so miserable and doesn't know who or what he is, what he stands for, what he's about, so he just bounces, and any time he gets a wild hair up his ass about, I don't want to do this or I want to do that. It's just this
that curly pubic hair. Just
this fake sickness that's going on right now. It's just, I don't want to work. Don't work nights anymore. I don't want my days off together for 1 week. So, the construction made me sick, and he worked with comp, and now I have a mask on. It's like, and people fall for it.
But faking it. It's not real.
Obvious.
Not a real health issue.
It's freaking obvious.
That's horrible.
And it's just to get what he wants, just to get his way. And it's like, we're handcuffed, like my boss and the top, store guy, director. There's nothing they can do about it, because you have to follow procedures, especially when there's a union involved, like with us.
Yeah.
You can't just say, well, then leave, you're out, because he will go to the doctor and will cough and make himself sick. So a doctor will say, oh man, you should really have some restrictions on when you can work, because magically you're sick from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., but if you come in at 7 a.m., it doesn't bother you as much. Yeah. The dust has a different potency level depending on the time of day.
He must have like a sundial by him.
Yeah, something like that. There's some, and it's like, just like the same thing, just like, because he walked out on his shift, wrote a note saying something like, you lost me, I'm gone, signed it, and then the people up front protected him by throwing it away, so basically his quit note was taken back.
I hate that.
And then he says, I went to the doctor, and then we're like, okay, he had an HR meeting blaming my boss for everything, and because he's a whiny little brat, he calls HR on everybody, and then
instead of communicating.
And then the next day, it's like, okay, so we're like, okay, we have to cover shifts, and to come my day off, she's gonna have to come in, work the mornings, and then suddenly he shows up.
Yeah.
With the mask.
The drama.
It's like, shut up, God. And it's like, I was asking her, I was like, so what do we do? She's like, I don't know. She's like, literally, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So basically, he gets to just dictate his employment.
Just cut his hours.
It's lucky I'm not the boss.
Yeah.
I would cut the hours back to, you're working 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And
then less and less.
Because I did the 5-day week,
Mm-hmm.
you're working his 2 days off.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I think hopefully there's a talk about moving him, making him a closer. But then I bet even then, I can't work late nights because then I have to walk home and it's dark and the night air affects my lungs and I have asthma attacks and it's so bad. And
but how sad that he's faking that stuff.
Absolutely.
And someone who actually may want employment that actually has these ailments or disabilities, and they can't get the employment because of that position.
Yeah, we have someone that's been wanting to come over from another department. He wants to get out because the department manager there is really not a nice person.
Yeah.
Well, not nice to her employees, and has been trying to. But she lost someone, so she needed to keep him. But now we have nobody because this brat and what he's doing with his fake illness.
Yeah.
So now we have nobody for that shift, and he doesn't care. He's going to come in and smugly just work the 7 a.m. shifts with his mask on, and I was hoping it pissed him off because I was working and normally by the second half of the day we're both packaging whatever he baked. I was like, I'm not touching anything. I'm not helping you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk around and I'm going to stand there and I don't care. Because again, I don't care anymore. Because if he gets to get away with all this stuff.
Exactly.
And then nobody can see through it and everyone's going to cater to him.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do anything.
Catering.
I'm not going to do a damn thing. I went up front and I sat in a chair and I sat in the break room and I walked around to the Best Eye and I talked to someone and it's like, I'm not here for that. I don't care.
Yep.
And then the fill-in, he comes over. But then the manager's like, well, you only get them like once, maybe twice until I get fully staffed. Like, we have nobody. You have a few people, but so I don't care. And I was like, well, it's up to the store director, and he's going to give them to us. It's like, well, then he'll need to find another deli manager. It's like, again, only thing that matters is me. I don't care if it helps anybody out. I don't care about anything or anyone. It's that meism, whatever I want, whatever I need, and screw everyone else. I don't care. And if her rationale is, well, I had to go without a good staff for a while, so now it's basically your turn, so, oh well, suck it up.
Yeah.
Even though I have someone that doesn't want to be in my area, I don't have enough hours for, doesn't want to be there, hates me, but no, I'm keeping him out of spite just because I'm in charge and you can't have him.
They love that. They love that. They live for that.
Even though it wouldn't hurt her department at all.
Yeah.
And he'd be happy, which she doesn't want. Mm-hmm. Trust me, she doesn't want her employees happy. And then we would be taken care of as a department. Nope, doesn't care. And
that right there where you said catered, that's what the word I used to describe my response from our supervisor. Because I found out instead of actually like telling 2.0 how to do stuff, she started actually helping her and doing her work to catch her up. And then and I'm like, no accountability. We are catering to these people. So I told my coworker, I said, I guess I'll just come do my job and then put my feet up when I feel like it. And
when
just do nothing. Up, and not even that. Maybe just take so many damn breaks like these other fuckers. And then, even though I do that, I'm guilty of that. Like, sometimes you just need to fucking step away. Like, I'm in front of a computer all day. My eyes, my brain is mush. Yeah. So there are times where I'm like, okay, I'm on my phone and I might doom scroll.
Yeah.
Then I realize, oh shit, I've been on there for 5 minutes. But hey, it's something different. Right. Now I go back to it. And I still finish my work, Brian, with all those breaks.
Me too.
And so how is that fair to us? And I guarantee you, the minute that we fall behind, we're gonna get to talking.
I had that because our ops person, our support person, who's barely ever in the store. You know how that was. She shows up the first time in months.
Laying down the law.
Well, no, and there's just a different to how things are put in a package, right? You know how they do that. They just change. Sometimes they're upright, sometimes they're sideways. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently they changed it from sideways to upright again. They don't ever say anything.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen her in weeks or month. And I just went through a whole week being by myself, dealing with this. No help, no stopping in. No, how are you doing? Do you need help? Do you need assistance? Yeah. She walks through. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're doing that wrong. Let me show you. And it's it's like, and I gave her crap for it. I was like, okay, so I don't see you for weeks on end.
Good for you.
I don't see you when I need you, but you'll sure run in here and tell us what we're doing is wrong.
What'd she say?
She's like, well, I mean, we had the change. I was like, and she starts telling me the reason. I was like, okay, so you want it this way. And she's like, upright. And she goes, yeah. I was like, I don't care about your reasons why. Whatever your reasons why is, don't matter. I don't care about your focus group reasons. I don't care. She goes, well, it's just better. I was like, I like it sideways. Yeah. I like it mixed. She goes, well, I like it straight up. I was like, well, I like it the other way. Who's right, who's wrong? Mm-hmm. We're both consumers. We're both customers. Mm-hmm. Why is it your way is more important than mine? What if I like it this way? Mm-hmm. Am I just, oh, well, tough shit?
Yeah.
Because you want it that way. Who's right? Who's wrong? She goes, I mean, I was like, so just tell me how you want me to do it, and then tell me when it is you change it, because it's going to happen, because you guys throw things at a dartboard, like, oh, how can we mess with them now? Oh, look, we're going to have them change the numbers. Oh, look, we're going to have them change how they merchandise this. Yep. This will be fun, like our freezers. We get racks, we get wheelers to put, how the whole way we do our freezers so we can pull stuff out, and they already want to change it and put from our freezer, which is from me to you when I'm working, to the freezer down the hall, which is basically out your door. And it's for better productivity. It's like
no, it's
not. It's just because this young ass CEO decides again. He throws that dart. Oh, what should we? Let's move freezers.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I said I don't. And I told her it's like I don't care. Yeah. I don't just tell me what you want. Just don't tell me your spin. Don't tell me your excuse. I don't care why. And my boss across the table, she's just like. Kind of like, oh my god.
Oh, she didn't you?
No, because she knows it's ridiculous. It's how cookies sit in a bag. It's like you're worried about how the cookies sit in a bag.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. Mm-hmm. Make sure the cookies are out there, they're priced right, and they've been baked recently. They're fresh.
Right.
That's all people care about when they walk through a store. You can walk out there and take a poll, say, do you care if they're sideways or right side up? And they're going to be like, I don't care.
I just want to eat them.
I just want them. I just don't want them to cost $6 for 16.
Yeah.
But they won't fix that. Oh, because it's because of those tariffs. That the $6 bag that's been in place for 3 years.
Those tariffs.
And he pointed to something that's been priced like that for years. So it's like, it's been like that, for the last 3 years.
What do you mean?
Man, just go back to your senior center. Seriously, isn't there a game of bridge about to start?
I think people just live under a rock, and my favorite is how outspoken some of these people are, and I said it last night in the video. Some of you guys don't think before you speak, and it's obvious. But the minute you have to sit there and listen to it, but the minute you want to say something that you want, that you've thought, and want to speak, they're like,
check out,
block, left on scene, or they're like, I don't agree, and then if you don't agree and you're polite about it, it's still an issue. So I was like, so I guess that makes me a bitch.
But how are we able to do that? Because, like I said, we've always been able to get along just fine with people that we don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like, I've had so many friends that are straight up atheists, and it's like...
I've had people who don't agree with gay marriage, and I'm here still listening to people.
So what is it about... Like with the post I just saw before he sat down, should I go to Terror Trader? Because it's like, why? Because someone that runs the shop may or may not have voted for the person you didn't.
Who the fuck cares? I don't.
So now you don't like horror.
Yeah.
Now you don't want collectibles and cool merch, and now you're gonna hurt the vendors because the vendors.
Yeah, because it's vendors.
Because the vendors in there, trust me, as we've seen, I'd be willing to bet about 80% of them or so are liberal.
Yeah.
Which, again. So everybody we follow, I know exactly who the liberal ones.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I see their kind of stuff in post, and that's fine. Like I said, I just wish they would use their business accounts to preach.
Because this is an escape. This is a hobby, and we try to do fun things to step out of this whole political realm in our everyday work.
That's why I don't use political stuff in my profile.
And life, and the minute we want to do something fun, it's like Jesus Christ. I have to. Oh, I said Jesus Christ. It's like I can't even go to a bakery now because all I see is anti whatever person, and I'm just like, I just want your cupcakes. I just want cookies. I want this and that, but I will never go again because that's all I see. I look at you, and now all I think of is all those posts you put.
I think about it.
Put it in your personal.
For the next Monster Market, I think if certain people are there, am I even?
Bye.
Because you've done this to yourself by making your business account political. Instead of just having your own personal account that you are very picky on who you add. Like I said, if I see someone on their personal account, like on I hate threads, but like some people we follow, I've seen them post on their threads, and they're like very opposite of me and very hate-filled. Like if you support this, you are this, that, all the name calling, the typical lazy, the lazy insults,
They know, but you don't follow them.
One of our most beloved horror actors is one of the most outspoken for the side completely opposite from me, and you all are idiots because you think this way or voted this way, and he is like the biggest name in horror right now, and it's like that's why there was that rift between him and the director, because the director's like, look, I don't care.
I'm horror.
It's like, I'm here to make movies and entertain.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, you're actors. It's like, I don't care.
That's another thing.
But when it comes here in November, real quick,
still gonna go.
I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna say, hey, you rocking this, you rocking that, because I can separate that shit.
Yep.
And these people we talk about, they're so full of hate.
And that's their life.
That's all. So if you, oh my gosh, someone's a conservative. Oh, fascist, Nazi, bigoted, misogynistic. All the lazy little shit comes out because they don't know what to say.
Yeah, and such a broken record. Such a fucking broken record.
They have no original thought.
But the thing is, too, is I just am tired of seeing people expecting to be vocal on the political item for influencers or certain accounts like the horror director. Their job is to be a director for a movie. It's not a politically driven movie. Their genre is not politics.
It has been, but his aren't.
But what I'm saying is I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
A specific director, let's just say they do like food commercials. So now you're upset because he hasn't or she hasn't.
Because everyone needs to
said,
know.
Oh, anti-Trump.
Everyone needs to know.
Or like,
who you voted for.
Anti-Biden or like anti-Kamala or praise Kamala, praise Biden, praise the Clintons. Just because they didn't say anything about riots or like speak up for human rights. And I put that in quotes because there's a lot of human rights that I learned I didn't realize were human rights. And I'm being sarcastic because everyone has a human right in my eyes.
Well, we sure don't care about the human rights that are being destroyed in South Africa, the Congo,
I know,
Syria,
that's what I'm saying.
Yemen,
it's only
Armenia.
certain things. Only certain things.
I can think of about 6 countries right now in which people are being slaughtered by the hundreds, and not one damn person that's grandstanding for what's happening, like what's going on in Gaza. Not one of these people will say one damn word about what's happening in Syria.
Yeah,
not one person.
No.
Or in Yemen. Or in Armenia. Nowhere.
No, they're like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the media...
What are you talking about here?
The media didn't tell me what to say about that, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so I think... I don't like that when people are literally leaving tons of comments. Like I'll give you the perfect example. Celeste Rose. Celeste Rose is an influencer. She's redheaded. I don't follow her anymore because it's not my cup of tea anymore. Like, she did funny skits. Now it's like kind of sexualized. She's showing off her body. That's her.
Okay, what's her name?
It's Celeste Rose. That's her. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for humor. I don't want to see that. I'm looking for humor. I'm looking for just fun things. And the girl had days when the riot started. I'm really upset that you haven't stood up for your Latino community. I'm really upset that you haven't said anything. Use your power. Use your voice. And I'm like, she's an entertainer. She's an influencer. She does skits. Why the fuck do you guys care what she said? Again, we idolize these people, and they have to side with you, so you can keep unfollow because you haven't said anything. Who the fuck cares? Like, she has millions of followers. She's making money doing this stuff, and then I don't know if it was truly her, her feelings, but she literally had to be tagged in a post that says something like resources for people that are being, need to know their rights as in regards to immigration, all that stuff. And I'm just like, did you get bullied into this? Did you really just want to stay silent?
Right.
But now because people won't leave your comment section alone, like you're gonna.
And there was a no-win situation because if she gives in to the activist on one side, the activist on the other will get mad. And if she gives in to the activist on the other side,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no win-win.
There's no win.
But the fact that these people are bullying influencers and all this, like, just let them fucking be. We don't care.
And like you said, it's the bot army because they need, because
it's true.
Their side needs to say, hey, look, so and so agrees with us, so that must be the right issue.
Yeah.
We must be on the right side because just like when the election came around, it's like, well, she must be on the right side to vote for because Taylor Swift likes her.
Yeah.
So because Taylor Swift likes her, that means that's who we should vote for.
Yeah.
Because the influencer said so.
There was another influencer on TikTok. She's really big. Her name's Mama Tot, and people were saying, "Oh, she wrote it. She's MAGA. She voted for Trump. That's why she hasn't said anything." And she just wanted to keep her vote private. Yeah. Rightfully so. No one needs to say, "Oh, I voted for this." You don't have to say shit. And she got bullied and literally went on to another influencers and said like, yeah, these people are attacking me every day, and I voted. I didn't even vote for the man, but she had to finally say that. And then the other influencer that she commented, she's like, look, we don't agree on politics, but that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong that people are doing that to you. And she's like, that's why we're all divided. And I'm like, this is so stupid.
And it won't.
Because it doesn't matter. Yeah. In the end, none of this shit matters. None of it. None of it. None of it fucking matters, because they will do whatever they want to do. Whether you're left, right, middle, it's not up to us. It's not, because we have to come together. We've said it plenty of times. We have to come together, and there's no way of that happening in the future, or like even now, because even though we do come together on certain topics, some people are on the bandwagon for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. Not actual, let's save the children. It's, let's get the orange man, or like, let's fucking see the name. Okay, you see the name, and what does that mean? That doesn't mean he did things. You know, and that's the same with anyone's name that appears there. I just want this shit to be exposed. We've been waiting for so many years, and it's been forever. This has been going on since the beginning of time.
I'm tired of it, because they're all like,
that's why
all I see on X is pictures of, you know, Trump and Epstein when they were buddies and together in the night, and Epstein was at one of Trump's weddings, because he had a lot of people there, and it's like, see, but they are always so silent about how Maxwell and Epstein were at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Front row right there at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. And Epstein helped fund the Clinton Foundation. Yeah. He was a first investor and part that created the Clinton Foundation, which has been notorious for trafficking. Yeah. That's why you're right. We're not together. I thought about it. You know, we're all come together for Epstein. No, we're not. Because it's people saying, oh, I'm finally on board because it could implicate the guy. Because they still think that if Trump is removed from office, a Democrat takes office. No. That's how
same with his first fucking term. They're like, impeach. And I'm like, all right, let's break it down. What happens when the president gets impeached? Who takes over?
Hillary Clinton. That just means all Republicans are removed, and now we live on a one-sided socialist agenda. Yay! And then 3 years from now, you're going to hate everything that the country has become, because that shit is not sustainable.
All I'm gonna say.
But you can cut off the tits and dicks of 12-year-olds and not have to worry about it.
Again, save the children, but no one gives a fuck.
And then you can go to Terror Trader. Which I would, because Terror Trader rocks.
I just, in the end, no one's on this for the right reasons, and to be honest, like,
I'm defeated.
It is defeat. I feel completely defeated because. First of all, you get some people who are on your level, and then they're just, like, going the wrong way in their train of thought, and then I'm just like, guys, you still haven't woken up. And then the whole point is that what I'm happy about is you and I have talked about this for years. Everyone who's considered conspiracy theorists, like your thing says, I told you so. Everything, what I'm enjoying is everything coming to light. So many people are getting exposed, left and right. We are seeing different celebrities, different politicians. We're seeing all this shit exposed, and yet people are like, they're all like, oh, I didn't even know. Like, okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see people waking up and going, what the fuck? Ask questions. What demand?
Why do you think answers. I post what I do about? You know how posting interviews of Hillary, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, saying the exact same things that are being said today to say, hey, look, people, wake up.
It's the same
script. This is the same thing that's been going on. And then showing pictures of this Islamic invasion, these Muslims that are coming through Philadelphia, Michigan, Dearborn, New York City, the Bronx, Central Park, Texas, which is growing as one of the top. It's going to take over California as having the most mosques and the highest Muslim. And their birth rate is 8.1 per family, children, because they start at 15. Where you have to be at 2.1 kids per family or higher to maintain your cultural, ability to have a country. All of Europe is at 1.3 to 1.6.
It's disgusting.
Canada's 1.6.
It's horrible.
We're at 1.8. We are done in a generation. It won't matter if you're left or right.
We mentioned this. We did mention this. There was, I think it was from Finland. I can never remember the country, but she's like, I am the last true, like, I don't even know how to say it because I don't really care if people get offended, but, like, I just want you to understand the impact of her statement was, she's like, I am the only, like, basically genetic-wise of the race, what is left? Because everyone has, it's going to come off rude.
Who cares?
It's like they mixed the races, so now there is no like true Finland generation this of this bloodline is, and that I mean, yeah, diversity, it exists. We want it, but like, my God, people are taking over.
Not with
it
that.
is different cultures taking over.
We don't want this
and
diversity because this diversity does not want us existing.
And today, I thought it was great. I was so happy to see this because I really said in a previous episode that I don't recognize the New York that I grew up in. Maybe I grew up in a different part, but I loved seeing the comments of people in New York saying, I want New York City to separate from the rest of us in New York because we do not agree with what's going on. And that gives me a little bit of hope of people realizing, because like I said, California, New York is hell on earth. Because it is disgusting what's going on. And when I say disgusting, deplorable. Because look at in California, all the fire, the lots that have been affected by the fires. Now we have squatters, and California has the most lenient laws when it comes to squatters. These people that own this land or their property cannot do shit. They have to take them to court, and people are like, well, and I'm like, that's not fair. These people literally put their trailers, and they go to the DMV and go, this is my address. This is not even their land. It's not their, I don't even want to say it, because they're like, oh, this is all stolen land. You're not doing things right.
It's conquered.
There's laws.
It's conquered land, not stolen land.
There's morals. There's values. I mean, where is your sense of, like, humanity? When you do that to someone, you just, like, set up shop and you're like, fuck you, I'm taking this over. I think of that movie with Tom Cruise, Far and Away. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah.
He, like, stakes the thing. He's like, this is my land. Like, are we really going to have to go back to that?
Well, no, because BlackRock's beat us to a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess BlackRock is doing that, right?
BlackRock is planting their flag everywhere.
But I'm just like...
That low-income housing that's going to be throughout the Palisades now, that's just going to be all for us to just sit in
I just think it's ridiculous.
While the mosques are doing their prayers 5 days a week.
In Minnesota, like, people posting videos and like, look, do you hear this? And I'm like, this is happening in Minnesota?
Well, remember, they shipped in like, about 20,000 Somalians so they could put that woman in Congress.
I just don't understand.
That's why New York is now going to have an Islamic mayor, because all these people are going to vote him in.
Have fun.
I know.
And you're going to cry. You're going to fucking cry. Everything.
It won't change. Look, UK, France, Netherlands, Italy. That's
what I'm saying. I don't
Canada.
think none of this shit is real. It doesn't matter. Like I say, it doesn't matter because in the end, we've been saying this. It's a battle against evil and more evil because there is no good. There really isn't. And people think there is.
And the WHO just, thank God the election went the way it did. WHO just somehow, because they're all unelected, but they now control the world's pandemic response. It was a new like global initiative put through.
And who was there?
To where who?
Bill Gates was there.
Oh yeah, but so now,
I can't believe that man's not
thankfully, because one of the things Trump did was remove us from the WHO, in which the left yelled about. How are we going to figure out? Well, but the thing is, the WHO, all they have to do now is say, hey, your country has an outbreak. You're shutting down. Yep. You're locking down. We're the WHO. You do what we say. Yeah. And it happens. Doesn't matter. Yeah. And like I said, the climate lockdowns, you saw the floods that started happening, the cloud seeding, the storms, the floods. Mm-hmm. It's all lined up. What have we been saying about 2030 for years? Mm-hmm. That's why they didn't want Trump in office. He's the big orange, he's the orange monkey wrench. Yeah. Hillary was never supposed to lose that election, and we were supposed to be right there. Her 8 years would be up now, and they'd be on the next phase. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely blips. There's like different...
And we're going to keep arguing over transitioning and abortion. And abortion's perfect for this scenario because you're aborting, even with the repeal of Roe v. Wade, which left went nuts on. The abortion rate has actually gone up since Roe v. Wade's repeal. So it's now like 1.1 million babies are aborted every single year. And through an organization called like Planned Parenthood, which was created to keep the black population down. Mm-hmm. So the ultimate racist entity that the left clings to, and Biden that they clung to, that's mentored by the KKK. That's why I'm saying this stuff doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. This is why you're right. People don't stop to think because they've been told since late January 2017 that Donald Trump is an evil, horrible man, and you got to hate everything that he does, and you hate them so much for reasons you don't know and don't understand because you never did before that day. Mm-hmm. and everything just sneaks in right along him.
Yep.
That's the exact same fucking thing. And even worse, because it's the globalist agenda.
Mhm.
And we're fighting and bickering. People don't want to go to a horror shop because somebody voted for Trump.
And that's a rumor. We don't fucking know.
And whether she did or didn't,
I don't care.
There's much bigger things. Is this woman who voted? Seriously.
Does she pay my bills?
No. Does she have anything to do with it? It's so stupid. And the spin they have it. Well, you empowered him, so you're complicit. No, it's like, no. I'm conservative, so I align with those views more than mine because I don't want to see teenagers transitioned. Fucking sue me. I don't care. If you're going to make me a villain because I want to wait people waiting till they're 18 to transition and I want to protect babies in the womb and give them a chance, there's a lot of things to fix and there's a lot of broken stuff, and we talked about that. But I'm never going to apologize. If we had a shop or store right now and I saw that thing, I would call in the comment and be like, yeah, I voted for him. You don't want to shop there. I don't want your business.
Yeah.
I'd be ballsy and probably not the smart thing to do, but I'm at that point like you were. I don't... Like with our follows, unfollows, people will like and then stop talking to us.
I don't care.
If that's the reason, like the friends I used to have, if your reason is because I didn't bow down and change my whole ideology and everything that I'm convicted of and stop being who I am fundamentally as a person just to keep you as a friend or just to keep a like on an Instagram page, oh well, I guess peace, sayonara. Get
I don't need you in my
out
life.
Of my life.
I don't
Seriously.
need you in my life, and you do not disturb my peace.
And the day that comes that either one of them try to be like, hey, no, don't care. Yep. Matter of fact, at the end of this year when our Amazon is up, I got to be like, dude, just you're on your own.
Yeah.
I don't care if that means I pay more. I can't. I'm no more high road, like you said. No more high road.
Brian and I've been really struggling. I go to Brian because he's like, you just got to be the bigger person, and I'm tired of it.
No more.
I'm fucking tired of it.
Nobody else is. Why should we?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so we're surrounded by people who say whatever the fuck they want,
and we get threatened.
And we have to sit there and go.
We get threatened because their side threatens, name calls, and we're just like, can we just hang out and have a drink, or can I just come?
Can we talk about this food that we just?
Can I just buy a cupcake because they're really good? I don't really give a shit if you think that we're Nazi Germany, even though I don't remember the last time I saw anybody from Mexico putting in a train car and being gassed to death. I must have missed that on the news. Did you miss the mass grave that was being built and then the firing squad that shot? I missed it. I must have missed that one too.
Yeah, I missed it.
I must have missed the showers in which they gassed. I must have missed those things too because they're saying it's Nazi Germany right now. And I must have missed all this stuff.
I love it when people who actually were affected by that or they're like that is not what's happening. I love seeing people throw it back, but I have to say, I guess this is on a positive thing in regards to our predictions, our conspiracy theories. I recently found out that I'm going to keep this anonymous, but I did mention it months ago, maybe even a year ago, how someone we know has a sibling that transitioned, that wanted to be from a teen girl to a teen boy. So they started transitioning, and I just found out recently that they are detransitioning, and I would just like to pat myself on the shoulder here because I fucking said give it 10 years or less, and you're going to see all these kids be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. It's the parents. It's the parents. It's never them.
And it's not in this case. I don't think that the parents were not supportive. I've met these people and they're not supportive. Not even the other sibling was like happy about this. But when I found this out, I said, oh, and I was like not intrigued. I wanted to know what happened. And they're like, we don't talk about it. And I was like, this is exactly why you need to talk about it. Because we need to know why. I don't need to know. I know the answer. But this is what needs to be vocal. Because not everyone is a fucking same.
They hide it. Every time it goes back, every time they're transitioning, every time a kid says, no, I don't want to do this anymore, the story goes away. They don't want to report when the kid changes their mind.
Talk about being
because they don't want. No, because it's never about that.
I know, but what I'm saying
they don't want to admit that yes, these are phases that kids go through. Is it 100% of the kids? No, some kids will this is who I want to be, and they will live that way the rest of their lives. But they don't want to ever say that anyone changes their mind, detransitions, because they don't want to admit that the propaganda doesn't always stick and it doesn't hold on, and they have to go back to who they really are. Did this person do anything medically?
That's what I wanted to know, because my understanding, I mean, obviously you do the appearance where you cut the hair,
was it just
change the clothing,
get a septum ring, just do the whole liberal outfit?
I wanted to know. I have a feeling they started the hormones, and if that's the case, that teenager is fucked.
Yeah.
Because that has messed your body up. Mm-hmm. If the voice dropped already, you will, as a woman, you will always have that deep voice. There's no going back. You'd have to fake it. You'd have to fake the voice. Fertility. Yeah, and not
which is the point as well, because again, when you're
did the top surgery, there's no going back.
No.
There's no undo button. I mean,
that's why I hate when it happens as teens. It should never happen as a teen.
No.
Never.
And like I said, there is no therapy. Like, I think it's disgusting that they just allowed this to happen, because I remember therapy used to be, and that's the thing, you can't trust fucking anyone, not even the medical field or anything, because they have changed their perspective. The psychology manual has changed because of politics, instead of just, well, we've been down the rabbit hole. We know that psychology is really dark psychology. It's not the true psychology. Right. It's politically driven, ideology driven, Satanist driven.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that's why I get so riled up with this stuff, because
everything is pedophilia. Dang.
Human behavior is easy to pick out and understand if you open your eyes and listen to people, listen to their stories. And the minute I heard that this family friend or relative or whatever was going to do this, I'm in my gut, and I said it out loud, I feel so sorry for them, because when they decide to stop doing this and go, I didn't want to do this, or I don't want to do this anymore, I give it 10 years or less that this is going to happen. And that's it wasn't even, how long? Do you think it was a year or two? No, we did a year. Intern, how long do you think that was? That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, if that child was on T, that voice is done. And now the rest of your life.
And now it's going to be antidepressants.
Yep.
The rest of your life.
Makes me anxious. I just.
And I'm not saying that this about this person, but
no, but
when I think about the antidepressants, I think about violence. I think about all these shooters out there.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has been on some sort of antidepressant or anti-anxiety medicine, but we don't care. And it's just get rid of the gun. We don't care that we're doing this to our youth and destroying them in the name of agenda, because the activists say so, and we're calling it care. We're calling it affirming care.
It's not. You're not caring.
You're not affirming a damn thing.
Yeah.
They're like, these poor kids, so they have to go through their whole teen years not being who they want to be. Welcome to teen life. That's the way it is. Yeah, they do. And then when they hit 18,
we had to do it.
When they hit 18, with all the information they have, they want to do it, it's on you then.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I mean, there's so many things as a teenager you can't do and you have to wait for. Well, I mean, all of us, if you're my age or your age, how many times growing up you're like, well, you have to wait till you're older, or you'll understand when you're older. You have to wait till you're. It's life, man. Yeah. And I'm trying to look up where it says life is fair. I don't know where it says life. Just like how the Constitution provides what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit. Doesn't say the guarantee of happiness.
Yeah.
It says the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
That's all we're afforded under the Constitution. I have my life. I have liberties for now, and I can pursue happiness. That's all I'm guaranteed. Nothing said. Yeah. Doesn't say we the people say everything should be fair. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got.
No, I'm just like so. There's so much I could say. But what's the point?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what bothers me, because
even saying what we just said right there,
people are like, oh
my God, you don't care about the youth. You're transphobic.
And I'd like to point out all the things that,
as I play volleyball with a trans person.
Yeah, and I'm gay, and we're friends. You're heterosexual.
And we're transphobic because we don't want 12-year-olds. We don't want 12-year-olds to be infertile and not have.
Because you and I have never been 12, so we don't know what it feels like to go through puberty. What's a different 12
now?
I guess.
Because Donald Trump's alive now, so it's a different.
I can't wake the fuck up, people.
What are they going to do in 3 years when he's out of office? Are they still going to just hang on to it, or do you think they'll find somebody else to hate?
I'd love to predict. Yeah, it's just one thing to another.
I guess like inauguration day, they'll be like, yeah, I don't care anymore. They're gonna they'll finally be able.
Keep bringing
they're
it
finally
up
going to
until
they're
the
going to
end
go to the
of
camera.
time.
They're going to go to the camera and say, finally, I don't hate him. Finally, I can say it. I don't care.
Do you think now conservatives, when like the Democratic Party wins, conservatives can now drop to their knees like that one lady who had like purple hair and was like, yeah,
they would never.
Yeah, and I'm like, you need some therapy. Like,
No, what they'll do is they'll get out there in full force and try to win the election back. Like another thing I put on Facebook, you get your messaging on the left sucks because all you have is transition kids, abort babies, and hate. That's all their message. Again, not the Democrats sitting at home, but the people that you're voting for. The messaging is, if you're going to keep calling me names, I'm going to keep voting against you. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, we were voting for the better choice of what we had. It's not like
honestly, I voted out of spite because I got tired of being called an Islamophobic. And that plus, I'm never going to vote for that cackle machine. Just it's not going to happen. Seriously, she said in her interviews, she was the decision maker and everything, and she would not change a thing in 4 years, and we couldn't afford shit. So you basically just said, hey, you hated your life, that's on me, but I don't care. But vote for me anyway. That's how I took her campaign.
I tried. I know you know I tried. I even posted on Facebook, like, help me understand this, and, like, I got attacked. I wanted someone to convert me to her side. But I just couldn't see. I don't see past the bullshit, people.
Yeah.
If I see the bullshit, it's done.
Like I said,
like there's no going back.
Her own party didn't want her. Why do you think 14 million votes disappeared?
And yet, Trump is a dictator. Yet that party chose your option for you without due process.
She didn't get one. She didn't get one. Not one primary vote. And
right?
No. Voting for Joe Biden in a primary does not include her. She has to have her own name on the primary ticket. Person. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are like, well, they voted for Joe, and since they're both on the same ticket, no, that's not how it works. I don't even agree with that. If I was on that side, that would mean that liberals know what goes on and how things work, and that's just not going to happen. Because again, the media doesn't tell them what to think.
Yeah. Anyway. How sad.
So anyway, I don't care. Unfollow me for saying that. I don't really give a shit.
I don't either. I stand. I'm gonna say what these kids say. I stand on my truth. I believe what I believe. I know what's morally right and wrong. We don't have to agree on things. And like the kids say nowadays, I stand on business. Okay.
And I'm just going to say,
throw that slang out there.
I'm just going to say, for those of you who keep supporting, keep following, quietly listening, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. And even if I don't agree with, still, I don't care. Thanks. I would love.
It doesn't matter.
I just love to have conversations because I love to know what thought processes, but you'll never get a conversation out of the opposite side.
It's just
you just never will.
Yeah, no one gives us a chance.
No, nobody will because they don't know what to say. They just don't.
It's funny though because they shut down. I've tried to dig a little bit deeper.
Talking point, name calling. That's
I don't even get to that point. I hate it because I'm like, can you just explain? I literally am at your mercy. Like, please explain it to me. I want to know. Tell me. And it's like, I'm not going to say that. You could say it. And I was like, what? But I didn't say anything.
Seeing all the street interviews where people are like, why is he a dictator? Because he just is, and he's authoritarian. It's like, they're just name one, just give me one specific thing that he did. Yeah. They can never tell you one thing that it's authoritarianism or dictatorship because it isn't. Because anytime he's overstepped, the courts have smacked him back down. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah, so thank you for listening. I'm about to get real close and personal with you guys with my final in and out of the camera. Oh, are we keeping you from your slumber?
No, I can fall asleep anytime I want.
Anyways, let me block him. Thank you for watching these, listening, liking, comment, and subscribing. Well, actually, there hasn't been anyone subscribing. That's okay. Or followers. But thank you. We hope you enjoy our little banter or venting. And make sure you go outside, get some sun, and touch grass.